Well, hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to do something just a little bit different. As you can tell, I'm out on the little neighborhood pond doing a little bank fishing. Little bit of background, I was actually out on Lake Wylie for 6 hours today and got 0 bites. So it was a giant skunk. And basically what happens, and I found out that this is what I'm going to start doing from now on. Whenever I skunk, I'm just going to hit the little neighborhood pond so I can at least catch something. That's what I'm planning to do. So moving forward, if you ever see a video of me on the pond, there's a very high likelihood that I didn't do very well. The conditions that we got, I've been complaining about it, but it's one of these things where it's like beautiful during the week. During the week, it's like 70 degrees. I mean, just the best fishing conditions ever. And then the weekend rolls around. Yesterday, it rained literally all day long. The water is just, I don't know if you can tell, it is just mud. I mean, 0 visibility. And then on top of it, the temperature dropped about 20 degrees and the wind is about 100 miles an hour. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. I struggle with these type of conditions, but maybe we can make something happen. That's enough of me talking. Let's get to it. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Finally. That's a big fish there. Woo! Well, I take that back. He's got a big head. He's got a big head and not really anything else. Well guys, finally got one. Look at his head. Look at his head in proportion to his body. Man, he's got some eating to do. Look at that. That actually looks like he's already spawned, but I don't know. Let's get him back in the water. This has been a long, uneventful day, but glad to have him. There he goes. And now it's time for tackle roundup. All right guys, what I caught that fish on was this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a Tandem, half-ounce Tandem spinnerbait by True South Custom Lures. And you can see the wind, and it's got that blade going. It's a, it's got a like a little, whatever you call it, like a little Colorado blade and then a willow blade. It's kind of in a gray color. And then as a trailer, one of my favorite trailers is just a Zoom Fat Albert Grub. I got that on there on the back of that as my trailer. And again, I wish I could say that I picked that lure because I knew what the fish were doing. I really don't. It's about the only lure I can fish given the conditions. As stated, the water has 0 visibility to it, and the wind is just, it's outrageous. I mean, it's just absolutely outrageous how windy it is. So yeah, about a spinnerbait's about the only thing you can use right now. So that's what I'm using, is this True South Custom Lures half-ounce Tandem spinnerbait. I believe it's called the Pulse. And yeah, that's what we're using. And that concludes today's tackle roundup. Holy shit, look at that turtle. Look at that turtle. That scared the crap out of me. Very next cast, guys. Very next cast. Oh, it's a good one too. Come on, bud. Heck yeah. That's a good one too. Holy shnikes. Look at that one. Very next cast. All right. Oh, almost dropped him. All right. Look at that. Very next cast. That's cool. That's not a bad fish either. Let's get him back in the water. And that's pretty awesome given like how awful my day has been so far. Man, that was a real pick-me-up.
Well, I ain't got no money. We ain't got no money. And a slap run out of beans.
Well, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. As I alluded to before, I had zero success out on Lake Wylie, but I was able to come to the pond and catch two in pretty short succession, so I'll take the victory where I can get it. It's only a matter of time. The weather's changing, and I think the fishing is really good on the days that I can't fish. Until something changes, I'm just gonna have to fish when I can. And days like today, where it's it's right after a massive rainstorm and a cold front, and then high winds. That's not great, but what can you do? If you'd like to know anything about what I did today, the lures or anything else, you can look down in the description box. I'm going to leave some additional information down there. But while you're there, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Channel's updated every week with new fishing content and new fishing adventures. So I'll be seeing you next week. This is Josh, and this is Abide Fishing.